The whole problem with the world is that fools and fanatics are always so certain of themselves, and wiser people so full of doubts. If an opinion contrary to your own makes you angry, that is a sign that you are subconsciously aware of having no good reason for thinking as you do. Men are born ignorant, not stupid. They are made stupid by education. The first step in a fascist movement is the combination under an energetic leader of a number of men who possess more than the average share of leisure, brutality, and stupidity. The next step is to fascinate fools and muzzle the intelligent by emotional excitement on the one hand and terrorism on the other. The time you enjoy wasting is not wasted time. Fear is the main source of superstition and one of the main sources of cruelty. To conquer fear is the beginning of wisdom. The most valuable things in life are not measured in monetary terms. The really important things are not houses and lands, stocks and bonds, automobiles and real estate, but friendships, trust, confidence, empathy, mercy, love, and faith. To understand the actual world as it is, not as we should wish it to be, is the beginning of wisdom. Every great idea starts out as a blasphemy. Organized people are just too lazy to look for things. The key to happiness is accepting one unpleasant reality every day. Religion is based mainly upon fear. Fear of the mysterious, fear of defeat, fear of death. Fear is the parent of cruelty, and therefore it is no wonder if cruelty and religion have gone hand in hand. My own view on religion is that of Lucretius. I regard it as a disease born of fear and as a source of untold misery to the human race. Anything you're good at contributes to happiness. Collective fear stimulates herd instinct and tends to produce ferocity toward those who are not regarded as members of the herd. Remember your humanity and forget the rest. A smile happens in a flash, but its memory can last a lifetime. When you want to teach children to think, you begin by treating them seriously when they are little, giving them responsibilities, talking to them candidly, providing privacy and solitude for them, and making them readers and thinkers of significant thoughts from the beginning. That's if you want to teach them to think. Do not fear to be eccentric in opinion, for every opinion now accepted was once eccentric. The trouble with the world is that the stupid are cocksure and the intelligent are full of doubt. Why is propaganda so much more successful when it stirs up hatred than when it tries to stir up friendly feeling? I believe 4 ingredients are necessary for happiness: health, warm personal relations, sufficient means to keep you from want, and successful work. Science does not aim at establishing immutable truths and eternal dogmas. Its aim is to approach the truth by successive approximations, without claiming that at any stage final and complete accuracy has been achieved. An honest politician will not be tolerated by a democracy unless he is very stupid, because only a very stupid man can honestly share the prejudices of more than half the nation. Even when the experts all agree, they may well be mistaken. The secret to happiness is to face the fact that the world is horrible. Fear is the main source of superstition, and one of the main sources of cruelty. To conquer fear is the beginning of wisdom. One should, as a rule, respect public opinion insofar as is necessary to avoid starvation and to keep out of prison, but anything that goes beyond this is voluntary submission to an unnecessary tyranny. Love is wise, hatred is foolish. In this world, which is getting more and more closely interconnected, we have to learn to tolerate each other. We have to learn to put up with the fact that some people say things that we don't like. We can only live together in that way. But if we are to live together and not die together, we must learn a kind of charity and a kind of tolerance, which is absolutely vital to the continuation of human life on this planet. We are faced with the paradoxical fact that education has become one of the chief obstacles to intelligence and freedom of thought. The greatest challenge to any thinker is stating the problem in a way that will allow a solution. War does not determine who is right, only who is left. I would never die for my beliefs, because I might be wrong. Most of the greatest evils that man has inflicted upon man have come through people feeling quite certain about something which, in fact, was false. We have, in fact, 2 kinds of morality, side by side. One which we preach, but do not practice, and another which we practice, but seldom preach. A stupid man's report of what a clever man says can never be accurate, because he unconsciously translates what he hears into something he can understand. The fact that an opinion has been widely held is no evidence whatever that it is not utterly absurd. Indeed, in view of the silliness of the majority of mankind, a widely spread belief is more likely to be foolish than sensible. The fact that an opinion has been widely held is no evidence whatever that it is not utterly absurd. No great achievement is possible without persistent work. Democracy is the process by which people choose the man who'll get the blame. The best life is the one in which the creative impulses play the largest part and the possessive impulses the smallest. There is much pleasure to be gained from useless knowledge. The world is full of magical things patiently waiting for our wits to grow sharper. be isolated, be ignored, be attacked, be in doubt, be frightened, but do not be silenced. Belief systems provide a program which relieves the necessity of thought. If an opinion contrary to your own makes you angry, that is a sign that you are subconsciously aware of having no good reason for thinking as you do. The most savage controversies are those about matters as to which there is no good evidence either way. Persecution is used in theology, not in arithmetic, because in arithmetic there is knowledge, but in theology there is only opinion.